Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel Maths and Me, Shagmack here. So I'm here with more episodes and from this time we are going to learn the topics from this book. So let's take a start, let's go. My book from where I'm going to do this topic is Cambridge Lower Secondary Mathematics Learners Book 7 and the topic I have selected is place value and rounding. So this is chapter number 3 and this is place value and rounding. So in this chapter there are two topics which needs to be covered, but I am going to take a start from here. Place value. Most probably I have seen students find it difficult, but I'll just try to make it easy. So let's try by following certain rules. So this is the rule I have made to make things easier for understanding. If I say 1 divided by 10, or I write it, either I can write it this way or I can write it 1 upon 10. So obviously when the denominator is bigger than the numerator, so always a decimal place is there. Remember, when the denominator, when the D stands for denominator is bigger than the numerator, N stands for numerator, so there is a place for decimal. There is a place for decimal. So how I do this? If there is 1 0, my number is 1. So 1 0 means decimal, and after decimal I have to write a 1. If I am having, let's assume 2 divided by 100, or I can write it like 2 upon 100. So how many zeros are here? Here there are two zeros. That means my number is 2, then I will be writing 1 0, then a decimal and one more 0. In a way, instantly we can see that there are two zeros, 1 0 and 1 0, and actually 2 0 means after decimal there has to be two places. Let's try to make it more easier. Let's suppose we are having 4 divided by 1000, or 4 upon 1000. So how many zeros are here? Here there are 3 zeros and I am having the number that is 4. So first let me write 4, and then how many zeros were there? I have to cover the three places, 1, 2 and 3. So 1, 2, and my decimal will be over here. So I think that we can try something like this. Now I'm having a sum in this book, and that is 8 divided by 10. The answer is already given over here. So here there are like 6 sums. So I guess we can practice these 6 sums. So what is it? Now the first thing is 8 divided by 10. So as I have told you, we can write it like this or we can write it like this. So this is the numerator and this is the denominator. In this sums, as I have told you in the previous part, that if the denominator is bigger than the numerator, then in the answer there always will be a decimal. So what is going to be my answer? I always have to focus on the zeros. So here there is 1 0. 1 0 means after decimal there is going to be one number, and that one number is 8. 0.8. Now in the second sum it is 12 divided by 100, or I can write it like 12 upon 100. So how many zeros? Here there are two zeros. So obviously my decimal, after the decimal there are going to be two numbers which are already here. This is 1 and this is 2. So this is going to be my answer. Now in the third sum it is 830 divided by 1000, or we can write 830 divided by 1000. So how many zeros are here? 3 zeros. But also I can see 1 zero in the numerator. So let's make a change in attempting this sum. So this is going to be 830 upon 1000. So I'm going to cancel this 0 with this. So what is left? 83 upon 100. Now again my vision will be on the numbers. How many zeros are here? There are two zeros. Means decimal, then two places. So already 8 and 3, these are two numbers. So this is going to be my answer. After this, there are few more sums. Let's see. And these are a bit different. So this is 34.6 divided by 10. Now see, in this segment, here there is a decimal. Before, prior to the answer, we can see a decimal over here. So my way of attempting these type of sum is a bit different. I'm just going to focus over here. How I'm going to do that? Let's see. Now after decimal there is one number. After decimal one number means I'll write it after decimal one number or digit, whatever you consider, means 10. Okay, so what am I going to do? I'm going to eradicate the decimal. So if I will eradicate the decimal, I'm going to eradicate the decimal. So it will be somewhat like 3, 4, 6 upon 10 divided by 10. I hope you understood this. What I did, my question was 34.6 divided by 10. So what did I do? I eradicated the decimal and I converted this number into a fraction. I converted this number into a fraction. So divided by 10. Up till here, I hope you understood. Now I'm going to continue the sum. The next part is that after this, what I will be doing. So 3, 4, 6 upon 10 divided by 10. So now the second step what I will be taking is, actually this is a bit a longer process, but this always gives me a correct answer, and inshallah ta'ala so with you. So now the next thing, I will be changing or converting the decimal sign into a multiplication sign, and in my previous videos I have already shared the sign, the numbers. This is the sign of the number. The sign before the number belongs to the number. So actually, how am I going to see this? This will be divided by 10. So that means the division sign belongs to 10. So if I convert the division sign into a multiplication, so this number will be in a fraction, will be written as a fraction. How? 3, 4, 6 upon 10 multiply by 1 upon 10. Again I am repeating. First, I eradicated the decimal from 34.6 because after decimal there was one number. So after eradicating it, that decimal was converted into a 10. Then after this, I changed the sign. I changed division into a multiplication. So as soon as I changed the division sign into multiplication, my 10 also changed as a fraction. So it became 1 upon 10. So now 346 multiplied by 1 will be 346 upon 1. 10 times 10 will be 100. Okay, so this is, I hope this is clear to you. Now again, how many zeros are here? There are two zeros. That means after decimal there has to be two numbers, And what are the two numbers you already we are having? A 4 and a 6. And then what is left? It is a 3. So this is 3.46. So this is my answer. Now there are some more sums like this. These are getting a bit, not difficult, but you have to focus and understand. So my next question is 17.1 divided by 100. So how am I going to do this? My first step is I will be eradicating this decimal. And after the decimal there is one number, one digit. So this is going to be 171 upon 10. After this, I am changing the division sign into a multiplication sign. And after that, as soon as I am done with this is going to be 1 upon 100. So now what will be my answer? 171 multiplied by 1 is 171 upon 10 multiplied by 100 will be 1000. Now, how many zeros are here? 3 zeros. That means decimal 1 place, 2 place, 3 place. So, I am going to place the numbers over here. That will be 171 and this is going to be a 0. So, I am ending my lesson right now over here. Take your time, understand this. Again, I am saying if you are having any queries or you want to learn this part again, you can write it to me. So, stay blessed and take care.